As a Palestinian-American living thousands of miles away from Gaza, but watching the deadly violence from afar, it's more than grief that grips me. It's also the survivor's guilt. I'm very well aware of what life is under occupation. I've experienced it even through the summers where I visited. I was tear gassed as a child. I had rubber bullets shot at me. There were days where we couldn't go to school because they decided that they were going to close down all of the checkpoints. And a lot of these things are going to affect your daily life. And the reason why we ended up moving back to the United States, ever since I was young, my parents would take us to a lot of conventions where we would get together with people from our community and from our village back home here in the United States, and that we could stay connected. To be a Palestinian is the greatest honor of my life. I have hundreds of family members still living in the West Bank. I was here in Washington, D.C. the day of the attacks, and there's a huge Arab community. We have WhatsApp groups, everybody's connected. And so immediately people started sharing things in the group chat. A lot of us were just extremely terrified. My family is still in the West Bank. People in the West Bank actually can't go into Gaza. However, in the West Bank, it has gotten so much worse. Even before October 7th, the Israeli military has made their ways into Ramallah. My grandmother had told us a few weeks ago that they had heard a lot of the tanks rolling down the street. They heard gunfire. They're going from house to house, taking young men. And for me, the fear is that I have so many cousins that are young men who are between the ages of 15 and 25 to 30. Survivor's guilt is the feeling of escaping a situation that you very may have well been in had you not had the privilege to escape. A lot of times I feel so ashamed just existing in this country because of the way that this country has made me personally complicit in the oppression of my own family members. The people in Gaza are so disappointed because all of our efforts are still not enough because they are still dying, and I don't blame them. It has gotten to be so ridiculous that this country, and on all levels of government, nobody wants to do anything in order to stop what's happening. And so that guilt and that shame is something that I carry inside me every single day. Some days it's buried deep down inside and I can do my work. And other days I can barely move because I feel completely useless and hopeless. My fellow Palestinians in the diaspora, I know it's really, really hard, but I say find your community. Your community is really what is going to be your saving grace. To the Palestinians in Gaza, I say that your strength is absolutely incredible. When people in Gaza are the ones truly teaching us about life and how it should be lived. They are the ones that hold all of the honor and the courage right now in this world. I am seen. Are you?